Hey everybody, Cynthia here. I'm back to share how I created this mini door hanger treat box, and I housed a bag of M&Ms in it, and I used a ribbon as the door hanger because the box is so small I couldn't make the hole large enough for a doorknob. But I think this is going to work out anyway, and it looks kind of cute. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You need a sheet that measures 9.5 by 6.5. You're going to line it up at the 9.5 inch mark. You're going to score at 2 inches, 3.5 inches, and 5.5 inches. And then you're going to flip it at the 6.5 inch mark. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 4.5, and 6 inches. Okay. So before, well, you know what? Let's just fold these up anyway. And fold up our score lines, and then I'm going to show you what you need to trim off. And I actually drew little X's on another sheet so that you'll be able to see exactly where you need to cut. Alright, so I'm going to have my sheet here next to this one, and you're going to cut off, this is going to be your top half. You're going to cut off this section here, so it's your 1/2 inch section and the other section, and you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, 1/2 inch and this section. You're going to cut all the way on this score line to meet up with that one and cut straight across. So we'll do that first. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that other section off on the other side. Okay, so this is going to be this top part of our box. Okay, you're going to skip this section. You're not going to cut anything here. You're not going to cut anything off. You're going to go down to the bottom here. And as you can see here, you're going to cut this whole entire corner piece off and this whole entire corner piece off. So that's the 1/2 inch section and this little section here. And the same thing on the opposite side. So it should look like that. Then we're going to go in and we're going to take this little tiny 1/2 inch section off here. Okay, you see I have it X'd. Same thing on the other side. This little 1/2 inch section here. And then what I like to do with these two 1/2 inch flaps is I just like to cut this at a little angle on both sides. Okay, so your box should look like this. We're going to set this chart aside. And then you're going to go in here and you're going to cut on this score line to meet up with the next one. So you're creating a flap here and a flap here. Flip it around. Do the same thing on this side. Creating a flap here and a flap here. Now what you're going to do is bring this up to meet this side here. So you're going to put glue here. fold it up and over. And then run your bone folder on the inside so it's adhered down really well. And then you'll have this 1/2 inch flap. You want to leave it like that. And you're going to join this little one with this flap here. Okay, so we're going to add glue to this. Fold this over. Glue this down. Now, before I close up my box here, I'm just going to want to add my mat. It just makes it easier if you mat that section first. So, the section for the back of the box here, this whole entire back piece, and this whole entire inside piece, you're going to need 2 sheets that measure 5 7/8 by 2 3/8. I'm going to do the back side first. Lay that on there. Run my bone folder over it. Okay, that's the back of our door hanger box. And the inside, same size, 5 7/8 by 2 3/8. And I'm just going to slide that in and line it up. And then run my bone folder over it. Okay, so then you can close these 2 flaps here, and you're going to fold this piece up. So I'm just going to add glue here. And I'm going to fold the front piece up to match the corners on each side, and then I'm going to flip it around and run my bone folder over those flaps on the inside to make sure they're nice and secure. Okay, so you have 2 side panel pieces. Those measure 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. Run my bone folder over them. Again, 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. And then for my bottom of my box, that measures 2 3/8 by 1 7/8. Run my bone folder. And then your front panel piece here measures 2 3/8 by 1 7/8. Now before you mat your piece, you can put your ribbon underneath first and then mat it. I'm just going to add mine right to the back. The piece of ribbon that I cut for my door hanger is 8.5 inches. Just going to add that right there. Fold it around so this is flat. And I'm putting glue about 1/2 inch up the ribbon. Add my door hanger there. Okay, so our door hanger's done. I'm just going to add my balloons that I've made in previous video, and I will post a link below if you want to check out how I put them together. And I'm just going to kind of twist them a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm crafting with my mom, guys, in case you hear the noise.
Sorry.
And then my front panel piece here, I just have the wishing you a very happy birthday sentiment that I popped up on Pop Dots and backed up with blue cardstock, and then I put the star gem and then the sequins. And that's it, guys. That's how I created this really cute mini door hanger treat box. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and happy crafting.